Math Gad, guys. Welcome to today's video in which we're going to be learning a lot. But before we begin with the video, guys, it's very important to me that you guys hit that subscribe button to help the channel grow. Hit that like button if you find this video useful, and don't forget to share with your friends. So let's begin.
Oh my God.
Hello guys, welcome to today's video in which we're going to be talking about equivalent radical expressions. How do we take things out of the root? So let's begin. So the first thing we have to learn about equivalent radical expressions is that we sometimes have to use the product property to break down the terms inside the radical when we don't have perfect squares. In this case, we have the square root of 25x to the power of 3. The benefit or the perk here is that 25 is actually a perfect square because when we break it down, it can actually be expressed as 5 to the power of 2. However, x to the power of 3 cannot come out whole. Why? Because here we have an invisible 2. What we do to take things out of the root or radical is that the exponents have to be divided by the number in the root. In this case, 2. So we have 5 to the power of 2 times x to the power of 3. What we can do in order for this 3 to be further simplified is that we can use the product property to break down that term. So what we can do is that we can express x to the power of 3 as x to the power of 2 times x. That way, this 2 can be divided by 2, and that gives me 5 to the power of 1. And then this 2 can be divided by 2, and that is x to the power of 1. And then this 1 cannot be divided by 2, so it stays inside the root. So that means that the answer is going to be 5x times the square root of x, because it couldn't come out of the root or the radical. Let's try another problem. Now we have a 5 outside the root times square root of 4x to the power of 17. Now again, we have 4, and 4 is also a perfect square because it can be further expressed as 2 to the power of 2. So in this case, we have to remember that 4 can be expressed as 2 to the power of 2. And that x to the power of 17, in order for it to be able to come out of the radical, we can express it as x to the power of 16 times x. Because when we divide, the 5 stays outside, and then 2 divided by 2 is 1. And then the x to the power of 16, we divide it by the root of 2. 16 divided by 2 is 8. And then the 1 here of the x cannot come out, so it stays inside the radical. So that means it's 5 times 2 times 8 to x to the power of 8. So that is 10x to the power of 8 by the square root of x. And that is going to be your answer. So guys, as you can see, you just have to find a way to express these literal parts as factors. So in this case, x to the power of 17, we break it down as 16 and 1. We know that 1 stays, but that 16 can come out of the radical, right? And we can do it with numbers. We can do it with literal parts, okay? So again, try practicing more problems of radical expressions in order to dominate this topic. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Check out these other videos to improve your math skills, and make sure you click that subscribe button to make the community grow. Follow Math Gad in its social media accounts, drop a like, a comment below, and see you on the next one. Bye!